I'm not the kind of person that likes the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Hello, so it's the start of another vlog, and yeah, life is good. It's still, you know, it's not as hot as last week, but the weather is still pleasant. I feel really positive. I keep waking up early. I keep watching Drag Race. Oh, I haven't even spoken to you about Drag Race. Basically, started watching RuPaul's Drag Race about 3 weeks ago. Now obsessed. I've been dreaming about it. I've been singing Cover Girl. I just needed something a bit silly to start watching because, well, I did start watching the Stephen Lawrence documentary last week and it was a bit emotional. I was trying to like sort my wardrobe out, plus watch the documentary, and it's just very like, it's tough. It's a tough one to watch. So I've sort of paused that, been watching Drag Race, and yeah, just feeling a lot better. It's just unashamedly silly, sends itself up, combines like America's Next Top Model and Project Runway, but doesn't take itself too seriously. So I really like it. And I know I'm very late to the party. Lots of people are like, watch this season, you need to like watch this girl. And I will. I'm going to try and watch as many seasons as I can in the next week because apparently Netflix are removing like 6 seasons. So yeah, I don't know if it's the most productive use of my time, but I'm going to do it, and don't come for me. Just been getting on with stuff, you know, writing up all my Jamaica content, trying to plan the next few months so I can be as efficient as possible. I've written down my goals with Lucy and they're a bit scary. And I've never really thought, like, I've not really been a forward planner. I'm not the kind of person that likes the question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Because I'm so open-minded. I'm like, well, the thing I might be doing in 5 years probably doesn't exist. Like, blogging did not really, well, blogging existed 10 years ago, but it wasn't really a career option in the UK, and, you know, social media wasn't really around. Like, it was all very different. So I'm very open-minded. I don't like answering these questions. I don't like being tied down to a decision. So that's probably why. No, it's been interesting to really think about my goals. At the moment, they just seem overwhelming. And it's always weird when people are like, you could totally do them. And you're like, but no, you know, I don't have this or that. And it's something I'm grappling with. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. And I've got something I really want to try and do this year, and it's going to take a lot of planning. And I'm a very last minute person, so I'm just trying to break down the task into easy steps, make it a bit more manageable. So hopefully I have something to announce. We'll see. It's going to be my 10th year of blogging in December. So yeah, I really want to try and do something special. Maybe even like an event. Would you come? Would you come to my event? What am I doing today? I'm going to have like an out and about day. I've got a Schwarzkopf event, so I'm going to go and take my other wig to get re-dyed because I don't want to do it. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And then there is a breakfast event at Aubaine, and then there is, I'm going to go to a meeting, a lunch meeting. So I've got like a breakfast meeting and then an hour later a lunch meeting, but I'm just going to eat all the food. So that's how my day's looking, a bit of a networking day. What else do I need to do later? I need to edit some photos probably and like prepare for my video I need to film tomorrow. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day, out and about, seeing people and living my best life. I've got a car picking me up, very fancy. Oh god, the car's here, right? Need to go get in my car. But yeah, let's go into London.
Today our whole sort of idea is to colour the weft. So we want to try and find some clip-in weft that you girls could maybe play with at home, have a day where you're going to a party or doing something fun and you want to add a little bit of colour. So it's not committing to actually doing the colour on you, but making you understand how to do something that you can just clip in and dress up your look with.
I now have a flash of colour. Me and my wardrobe, still haven't cleaned the mirror. I'm back home now. Okay, so I'm in the kitchen and I'm gonna make some tofu drunken noodles. I actually made this in a video like 2 years ago. I used to randomly sign up for free like recipe box trials, and it's something I still cook today. So I'm gonna make it. It's one of my favorite like vegetarian meals. I love tofu, I'm obsessed. I need to put the kettle on. It's weird, I've done it so many times and I still can't remember the recipe. So yeah, I'm gonna start prepping. So this is my mini portion. I'm gonna have a bit now and then have a bit after Zumba. So yeah, fun Thursday. Hello, so it is Tuesday. So yes, quite a few days have passed. I had quite a hectic weekend because it was my nan's 80th birthday. So cool, so surreal, but yeah, 80 years old. I know I shouldn't be saying that, so hopefully she's not gonna watch, but yeah, it's just, I feel so fortunate to have all of my grandparents, touch some wood. When you're young, you don't realise like how important they are. You don't realise how lucky you are when you're younger. You know, I feel like I'm getting so much closer to my grandparents. Obviously you saw me in Jamaica with my grandparents on my dad's side. I've also got my grandparents on my mum's side, touch some wood. Yeah, I'm just so grateful to have them in my life. If anyone else can relate, Jamaican grandparents have no tact, and also she'll say one thing and mean the opposite. So she's like, oh yeah, I just want something small, The week before, Nana wants party favours. 2 days before, Nana wants hair and makeup. Nana wants this. It's so funny. I love it though. I think when you're old, you just don't care. So you just get what you want, which is great. So yeah, we had a great time. Also had Lucy's birthday, so it's really funny. My nan, Lucy and my aunt actually share a birthday, so I had to go from a big meal to a 70s do. We went to a really cool place in West Hampstead called Bobby Fitzpatrick. I think I'm going to do a blog post on places in London that really commit to a theme, because it's so 70s. It's probably a bit like my nan's house, like back in the day. Got the wallpaper, you know, all the ornaments and everything. They do frozen cocktails. Had a good weekend and tried to get myself organised yesterday. So yes, also watched lots of Drag Race. They took it off Netflix, but I found it on YouTube, so yes. So I'm gonna head out. I'm going to an event at Harvey Nicks. So it's actually for gynecological cancers. So ovarian cancer, cervical cancer, all these other cancers that I don't really know about. I think it's just to raise awareness during May. So they've got a Get Lippy campaign. Don't quote me on this. I think a portion of the sales from certain lipsticks may go to the charity. So yeah, it's a really good cause. I'm going to find out a little bit more about it. Lauren's going to be there. Lauren of Girl vs Cancer fame. She's doing amazingly. She's just gone freelance as well. So it'd be great to see how she's doing. And yeah, then we're going to go on a little wisteria walk. It's not raining, so I'm going to try and shoot some content. And I haven't posted anything on Instagram for a while, so I'm feeling a bit like that. So yes, here's to Tuesday.
With these cancers, there's no point in just talking to people about the cancers. You need to take everything back a stage, because the fact we don't have normal conversations about periods, we don't have normal conversations about the menopause, we don't know what's going on inside our pelvis, none of this helps. It really, really doesn't.
And I went onto Google and the top results said either cervical cancer or an STI. So I booked a doctor's appointment and was absolutely desperate to be told I had chlamydia. It was a very odd thing going in thinking, oh God, I hope he's been cheating.
We have found wisteria. Oh my God, it's so pretty. So we're just in Notting Hill and it is blooming marvellous. Hello, hello, hello. I am doing my intro like RuPaul. I've just watched another episode of Drag Race. I'm obsessed. Yesterday was a fun day. The weather was so much better. I was able to shoot some content because I hadn't had an Instagram for ages, and you know, sometimes it's stressful. I do put so much pressure on myself to have the right images. I don't feel like I can be as free and like just post a contorted selfie. I'm quite particular, and it's something I'm working on. The Get Lippy event was good. It was quite intense. I think lots of broader conversations need to happen around health and being open about our body parts. And as long as you have a friend that you can confide in, I think that's the first step. And that friend is Lucy. I can tell her anything. She's unflappable and it's great. So yeah, I just wish I'd had that when I was younger. I think when you're young, you're worried about what your friends will think, or that they'll laugh at you, or, you know, I think everyone's so insecure that that can manifest itself in different ways and by saying horrible things. So yeah, I definitely think there's lots of conversations that need to be had at a young age in schools. I think sex education needs to be better. They need to have people like Grace Victory or Hannah Witten going in or like providing videos on these things. But yeah, lots of food for thought. I will leave all the details down below. I'm confused about all the symptoms, but I think it's about knowing your body and what's normal. I used the period tracking app Clue, and you can also put different things into the app. So if you've got like a weird ache at a certain time of the month or something else, you can put that into the app. So I think the most important thing is to track these things. You know, I wish with my leg, you know, my weird leg blister, the giant leg blister, I wish I'd been tracking that 3 years ago, taking pictures, because it would have been much more useful for the doctors instead of just trying to explain it. Yeah, I think we should all own our health. So today, what am I doing? Today is really gloomy. I'm going to go to my co-working space. What do I need to do? I need to finish my Jamaica post, my last Jamaica post. It's so sad. I'm going to put another like reading list post together. I do want to launch a newsletter, and I've been putting it off for such a long time. So my reading list post will eventually transition into a newsletter. I will leave the link down below just in case you want to sign up. The whole point of my newsletter, like in terms of blogging, it will empower you and encourage you to think broadly about the whole industry. There'll also be lots of articles on racial diversity. I think I found one. There's a really inspiring one about the publisher of British Vogue. So she is a black woman. She's the first woman to be a publisher of British Vogue and the first black woman. So that's a really inspiring article. She also reveals that the sales of British Vogue are up. So yeah, go Edward, go Edward. Really, really cool. So that's definitely going to go in. I think publishing is an interesting one because one of my favourite websites, The Debrief, announced that it was closing last week. And I'm gutted because I connected so much with the articles. Like, other mainstream media sometimes makes you feel a bit crap, that you may not know something, or, you know. The Debrief was great at just covering different points of view, different angles. It would educate, it would inspire, it was relatable. And they've closed it, and I think that they're going to focus more on Grazia because it's part of Bauer Media. But the people at the top are not necessarily understanding what the readers want. And I think, you know, it inspired me in so many different ways. So, yeah, we definitely need more diverse voices in publishing. But anyway, gone off on a tangent. I need to do a few other things, and then I'm going to Duck and Rice for a cocktail event later. So I'm going to head out. It is so gloomy outside. Ugh. Island weather, crazy. But yeah, let's have a productive Wednesday. Hello, happy Friday. So I've actually had a hair change because I'm going to Spain on Sunday and just wanted something a bit easier to manage. So yes, I've got some I don't know what this is. It's like a variation on the Fulani braids I had last time, but with a different kind of pattern. So yeah, I like it because it's side swept, but still versatile. Probably should have got them a bit longer though, but they are really light, so they should be fine for exercise and all that other stuff. So I thought I would bring the vlog to a close. It's been a semi-productive week. I think I just need to be more realistic about what I can do in a day and how much I will get distracted by Twitter, because it happens. I think I just have FOMO. I have this Twitter FOMO, and then, you know, like the hit of dopamine that you get when you get a like on Instagram. I get that when I'm checking my emails and there's something exciting in my inbox. So I really do want to like control that urge to constantly check things. I know there's like a few other people that I really respect who go through the same thing, and they're just constantly scrolling and checking and scrolling and checking. I did download the How to Break Up With Your Phone book, but ironically it is on my Kindle app. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But it's not about completely eradicating my phone use. I just want to be able to manage it better. So I will have a read of that and let you know. So yeah, that is the end of the vlog. I would love it if you would check out my blog posts. All of my Jamaica posts have gone live. I know the videos have done quite well, so I'd love it if you check them out if you're curious about Jamaica or anything we did. I also have Instagram. I'm going to be really consistent next week because I'll be away, so I'll be doing daily stories. I also do random tips. So this week I did a tip on how I use my Instagram collections. So I will put some of the tips in my highlights, but some of them will just be exclusive on the day, you had to be there kind of tips. So yes. I'm actually going to be in Valencia next week, so if anyone has any recommendations, I would love to read them. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will put my previous videos here, and I will see you very soon. Bye! How much money do you make? Do you really make enough money? Do you accept guest posts? What will you do in 5 years? What are you going to do when you're old? Do you get loads of free stuff? Can I have your free stuff? Do you accept guest posts?